Welcome to Newman Gymnasium here in Bangor, Maine. It is very chilly out there. First game of the semester between the 12 and 6 top of the North Atlantic Conference Husson University Eagles and the 10 and 6 middle of the conference Colby College Mules. I am Jake Willett. I'm joined alongside Philip Robarge, and today we got a good one. The Eagles coming off a loss in their last game against SUNY Delhi, falling 70-61. That was without Riles Neff. That was without Andre McCauley. That was without Eric Ehlers, who they will not have again tonight. And Colby coming off of a big 82-60 win over Bates College in their past game. So, as we always do in this little thing, players of the game to watch out for. We'll start with Colby College. I'm going with Marcos Montel. He, in their last game against Bates, 17 points, 8 rebounds. The sophomore from Somerville, Mass. He's played in 15 games so far this season, averaging 11.7 points, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He's been a big key part of this team throughout the year. And without the big three being out for the Eagles, we're going to look at a good game from Scott Lewis. Scott Lewis, last time he led the Eagles in scoring with 22 points and 12 rebounds in their last game against Delhi. Big seniors, played over 100 career games with the Eagles. We'll look to have him have a good game tonight here in Newman. So, Philip, keys to the game for both teams here.
Yeah, that's right, Jake. Starting with Husson, and a 12-6 record for them this season. Certainly a lot better shape than many of us would think they'd be at this point. I mean, if you remember back to December, that Bowdoin game, after that Bowdoin game, they were 1-5. So they went on to win 10 in a row, and I think that's credit to Coach Caruso and his staff for not panicking, and they were able to go on a straight-up tear. And, of course, we mentioned they fell to Delhi. We hope that's just a bump in the road for them if you're Husson because, well, I mean, this team has been just a joy to watch. And you mentioned those key injuries, and just have to see how they can do without them. They're playing at home. They're playing back and in front of a lot of their fans, a lot of the students now who are back. You know, you see a lot of familiar faces in the audience, and there's always pressure to win at home, especially for the Eagles. And that's sort of amplified now when you look in the crowd and you do see those faces. You see family members, you see friends, you see people that you know. So it can really prove to be a motivator, but it can also prove to be a distraction if you let it. So we'll have to see. And their coach would have told them that in the warm-up, but I'm sure. But we'll just have to see which kind of team comes out. As far as Colby's concerned, positive start to the season so far for the Mules, 10-6 under Coach Strayhorn. And looking back at last season, they only managed 11 wins, but I'm certain they can beat that this year. They had a lot of talent offensively. In fact, only 3 times this season, Jake, have they been held under 70 points. And their last game against Bates, 54 points in the first half. So definitely a team that knows how to score. You mentioned it, they're 5th in the NESCAC conference, where no team has a losing record. That's a tough conference. We know that. We saw Bowdoin come in here and just give Husson a good game and really take it to them. And, you know, if Husson's not careful, that can happen again to them. And I think especially for Colby, they're coming off 5 straight road games, so they're not worried about who they're playing, what building they're playing in. I think they're going to have a lot of confidence, and I think if Husson's not careful, they could be right out on their heels.
And we will step aside here real quick. Eagles, Mules, little out-of-conference Division III basketball. We will be right back here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back here to Newman Gymnasium. Jake Willett, Philip Robarge, high above the court here in Newman Gymnasium in a very chilly Bangor, Maine. 7 o'clock start. We are 3 minutes over the original tip time, but who cares? Basketball's back in the Newman Gymnasium, and we're back. Great to have you with us.
Got a great atmosphere here. We got a lot of fans, a lot of people ready for a good basketball game.
Scott Lewis, Jack Lawson to take the tip. Eagles are in their white with gold and green trim going from right to left. The Mules are in their blue with gray trim going left to right. Lewis wins the tip. Maranta has it to start with. Matondo, Allow, Heald, and then Scott Lewis are the 5 for the Eagles. Maranta works the spin move, drives into the lane, off the glass, off the rim, got it! Jeremy Maranta gets the Eagles on the board early with a nice, easy layup to start. Montel working on Matondo. Kicks to the corner. Back to Montel. Montel from the far wing. 3. Got it. Marcos Montel drills one in front of the Eagle bench.
Great job there by Martel to get that open space and fire off that 3.
Poulton, Kazmarek, Stroud, and Lawson are the other 4 to join Montel on the court for the Mules. Matondo, hesitation, works the left, spins to the back to the right, kicks it out to Connor Heald. Heald getting the start tonight without Riles Neff in the lineup. Maranta works the left hand at the free throw line. Elbow jumper. Doesn't go. Pulled down by the Mules. Stroud kicking it, working it up the court, working on Matondo. Dishes it to Poulton. Poulton for Lawson. Lawson has Lewis on him. Back to Poulton. His wing 3 finds the bottom of the net.
Yeah, great job there by Poulton. Started with his good defense on that shot by Maranta. Again, able to get open and get a 3. We mentioned defense in this one. I think that's going to be the key for both teams.
Lewis finds Maranta underneath for an easy layup. Eagles down 2 here with 18 to go in the first half. We mentioned Max Poulton. He is their leading scorer. He's also their leading rebounder, and he's in the top 3 in rebounds per assist per game. That's another player to watch out for, along with Montel, who we mentioned at the top. Montel's left-handed layup does not go. Pulled down by Lewis. Lewis bringing up the ball. Little point forward action. Scoop layup from Heald. Pulled down by Lawson. Back-to-back misses here. Poulton kicks to Montel. Montel doesn't get that one to go. The tip from Lawson doesn't go. Maranta quick on his feet. He's working on a 2-on-1. Gets the bump, does not go. Montel bringing up the rebound. Crossover dribble, working the left hand. Scoop layup over Lewis, and he gets it off high off the glass. Montel leading the scoring early for either side as Tope Alau bounce past Lewis. Lost it on the way up, but it will stay with the Eagles.
Yeah, just a lot of back and forth game here. The Eagles came out with a lot of energy, but they're just being matched right now by the Mules, pound for pound.
Alau stepped off on the sideline, so it will be Colby ball. 17:07 here left to go in the first half. Again, I'm Jake Willett, joined by Philip Robarge. As Marcos Montel bringing up the ball for the Mules. Lawson at the top of the key. Tries to find an option, gets one into the corner. That's Kazmarek back into the post. Mismatch for Lawson. As he will head to the line, it will be Jeremy Maranta with his first foul of the night.
Yeah, not a lot you can do there. I mean, like you said, it is a mismatch. It's hard in the low post to defend that. Gonna get called to the foul sometimes. It's only what he can do.
Jack Lawson, the senior out of St. Louis, Missouri. Misses the first one short. The Mules have a two-headed monster in the front court with Jack Lawson and Dan Chiavello. Those two have combined for most of the forward minutes for Coach Strayhorn. Allow bounce pass to Scott Lewis. Lewis at the elbow, now works to the top of the key. Tries to find an option, gets Maranta in the corner. Maranta drives, kicks it back out to Allow. Allow drives to the right, goes up strong, and it goes off the rim. Rebounded by Jeremy Maranta, and he puts that one home.
Just what we've seen so often from him. He's there, is Maranta, on the rebounding charts.
Mule's trying to get a quick one. Out to the corner for Montel, and he finds the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, seen it already. The three-point ball proving big in this one. That's the third time now. Husson's given up an open three-pointer. Got to get that under control if they want to stay in this game.
Mule's shooting 31.1% from the three-point line. And Matondo doesn't get that one to go. Claps in frustration. Poulton thought about it. Decided not to take it over Lewis. Lewis, high defense on the top. Kicks it to Lawson. Lawson spin move over Lewis, and he gets the friendly roll.
It's a great job there from Poulton using the mismatch. Lewis able to drive and get the basket over him.
Aaron pass from Allow to Matondo leads to a Poulton break, and he gets that one to go. Max Poulton extends the Colby lead to 10 points now here with 5 minutes have gone by here in half number one.
Yeah, they're just out of sorts at the minute. Feels like they can't.
Scott Lewis drains that one from downtown.
Feels like they can't make anything. They get the three-pointer there, but it's not been the start they wanted for Husson.
I mean, we saw this also in the game, their last contest against Delhi. They got out to a slow start, and they couldn't come back from the Delhi advantage.
And with this team being such a good first-half team, it's really...
Matondo steals that one.
As we see the steal, it's really important, though, that they can get off to a good start here and recover.
Connor Heald with the follow-up off the Matondo miss. 16-11 now. Colby has the advantage. Montel gets the high screen from Kazmarek. Montel, top of the key, three, drains it. Marcos Montel finding the basket early for Colby College, and we have a 30-second timeout taken by Colby. A little odd seeing that they are up by 8 here with 14-17 to go here in half number one.
Yeah, you don't really see that, do you? I thought the timeout was going to be for Husson because really, when you're losing like that, you really want to stop the momentum, but I don't know. Colby called the timeout. Maybe I really can't give you a good reason because I wouldn't stop what they're doing right now. They're just on fire from deep. We've seen 4 made threes already.
As the Eagles break back onto the court. Again, short bench here for Coach Caruso tonight without Ehlers, without McCauley, and without Riles Neff. You know, they haven't had Eric Ehlers since opening night against LaSalle. As we see Ty Hankey about to come in. A couple changes for Colby College. We'll get those when we find them. Sam Hinman, one of those subs. Bounce pass into Tope Allow, and he gets that one to go.
That's great work there by Maranta to set that one up. Find Allow under the basket.
Savello, Gatyanis, and Rashad Doyle all checking in. Turnover by Colby. Heald working the ball now, kicks it to Allow, who kicks it to Scott Lewis. Strong dribble into the post as the whistle is blown. As we will see Scott Lewis head to the line.
And one thing about him, too, you mentioned him as your key player of the game there. Just in the last 5 games for Lewis, he's averaging 14.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, and a little over 2 assists. So this is the first one there. He's really been big for them.
A foul was on Dan Savello. Just checking in. Scott Lewis misses the first free throw. Eagles down by 6 here, 13.5 to go as he drills the second one. Ty Hankey checked in for Connor Heald in the after that first free throw attempt. Savello, dribble handoff to Polton. Polton working the crossover dribble and allow. Cross-court pass to Hinman. Hinman tried to get that one back to Gatyanis, and he doesn't get that one to go. It's knocked away by Gil Matondo. Tope allow now. Fast break. Lewis thought about it. Hit one there from earlier in the contest. Into the corner for Hankey. Hankey's three. Does not get that one to go. And that one goes off of Doyle, and the Eagles will retain at the baseline.
Yeah, Hankey didn't get that one to go there, but it was good vision there by Lewis to see him in the corner and find him there, that little bit of open space that he had.
Colby working a 2-3 zone now. A little different from before the timeout. Lewis, cross-court pass to Moranta. Moranta with that intensity gets that one to go. 2 on the shot clock. Lewis has got to throw one up. And he doesn't get that one to go. And that one is called on Moranta, so the Mules will have possession now. That one was out of bounds. 12:33 to go here. Jake Willett, Philip Robarch here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Eagles down by 5, first game back with students.
Don't forget Ian Tibbetts on camera. Ivan, I should say. It's not Ian, it's Ivan.
Got our wonderful cameraman, Ivan.
Ivan Tibbetts.
On camera. Connor Heel checks back in for Gil Matondo. For a second there, I didn't know if the Eagles knew how to count. There's 6 guys on the court, now there's 5. Savello, hands off. Polton at the top of the key. Gatyanis kicks to Doyle in the corner. Gatyanis drives with the right. Has that one knocked away. Polton shoots it from the corner. Got it. Right in front of the Eagles student section. Max Polton rocking those mismatched colored shoes. He's got one blue one and he's got one orange one. Mid-range jumper from Scott Lewis doesn't get the roll. Rebound by Rashad Doyle.
Didn't get that one to go, but I like the attempt there.
Polton deep 3. Nowhere close. The left-handed shot from the corner. Got it. Sam Hinman. Sophomore from Nedham, Mass. Went 5 for 7 with 17 points in their last contest against Bates. He is a good 3-point shooter for this team. As we got a kickball violation on Colby. Montel and Stroud checking back in for Gatyanis and Polton. Hankey to inbound the ball. Lewis now. Kicks it to Allow. Looking for an option. Gets it into the post for Scott Lewis. Lewis backing down Savello. Good backdoor cut there from Jeremy Moranta to knock that one home. Hinman from the corner. Off the front rim. Savello didn't get the tip, but Savion Stroud gets that one to go on the rebound. 9-point advantage, 11-point advantage now for Colby here midway through half number 1.
The Eagles are lucky there. They gave up the wide open 3, but as is the case, sometimes you can just be too open, but it's poor boxing out leading to the offensive rebound and the easy putback.
Stroud knocks that one out of bounds. Lawson and Kazmarek checking back in for the Mules, along with Connor Heel checking back in. We've really seen a 6-man rotation, 6 or 7 group for Coach Caruso as Dylan Burpee misses that one. Hinman into the post for Lawson. Stroud now in the corner for Hinham. Hinham from the corner does not get that one to go. Another wide open 3 attempt for Colby. Montel from the far corner gets it to go in front of the Eagle bench.
Timeout called there, and you can see why. I mean, just needless turnover after needless turnover. Husson, they're really just not giving them anything. They're not there on the boards tonight. Early on, we've seen that as the case, and just there's needless turnovers that are resulting in fast break points.
Full timeout taken by Coach Caruso as they are down by 14 with 9:52 to go here in half number one. We'll take a quick break here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network, Jake Willett, Philip Robarge. Colby leads the Eagles 30-16 here with just under 9 to go. Maranta kicks to the corner. Burpee wide open three from the corner, doesn't get that one to go. Far rebound controlled by Hinman. As Hinman bounce pass into the post for Lawson, and he gets that one to go. Jeremy Maranta looking to spark the offense for the Eagles. That one's kicked out of bounds by Hinman. And it will be Eagle ball. Heald, Maranta, Henke, Burpee, and Lewis are the 5 out there for Coach Caruso. Henke. That one's knocked off the feet of Jack Lawson this time. As it'll be Lawson, Montel, Hinman, Kazmarek, and Stroud, the 5 for Colby. Gil Matondo checking in for Scott Lewis. Free throw jumper does not go. Poked away by Jeremy Maranta. He's looking for Matondo, and that one's knocked out of bounds. Bodies were hitting the floor.
Yeah, it's a good play there from Jeremy Maranta, able to get his hands in that passing lane, get his hand on the ball. He's so active defensively, not just on the boards, but in the passing lanes as well. And
Colby working the ball around in the top part of the zone. Hinman a deep 3, and he drills it. Colby College is unstoppable from behind the arc as they knock down another 3. Eagles down 19 with 8:20 to go here in half number one. Maranta thought about it, kicks it to Henke in the corner. Henke's shot tipped away. Good intensity there from Savion Stroud to get back and deflect that one away.
Yeah, Maranta there just a little too hesitant on that dish to his teammate. Maybe if he would have given him first time, might have been a cleaner shot, but
5 on the shot clock now. Heald's got to throw one up and hits back iron, no good. And that one's knocked out of bounds. Henke was trying to get the rebound. Marcos Montel, who had a great first 5 minutes, back on the court as Lawson is called for the charge, drawn by Jeremy Maranta. And again, Philip, as you mentioned, very active defensively is Maranta, one of the better defensive guards in the conference.
Yeah, he is. He really puts it all out there every night defensively, and you can see why he's the heart of this Husson team.
Maranta, a grad student from Brooklyn, New York, has played 103 games coming into the night, averaging 11.5 points, 6.7 rebounds, which is a very high number for college basketball, specifically Division III college basketball.
It is. He's, like I said, he's so consistent just night after night.
Matondo bounced past to Hankey, and he gets that one to go. Eagles trying to chip away at the Colby lead.
And that's just what they got to do. Chip away at it. You can't get it all back at once. The second they start forcing shots and just committing, just overcommitting, you're going to find yourself in more of a hole.
Max Polton checking back into the game as Matondo knocks the inbound pass out of bounds. Montel, left-handed pass to Lawson. He gets the backdoor cut, and he gets it to go. And he's fouled on the play.
Yeah, nice feed there into him. And an easy basket, draws the foul with a chance for a three-point play.
That foul went on Jeremy Moranta, his second of the night. Montel 13 points now here in the first half as he converts the three-point play to make it 14. 20-point advantage for Colby. As we mentioned in the pregame show, a 54-point first half in Colby's last time out against Bates. Well on their way to getting to that number again. Moranta, Eagles working the ball. Corner three from Dylan Burpee. Off the back iron, pulled down by Gil Matondo. Moranta, crossover dribble, bounce pass to Connor Heald. Heald thought about it, gives it back to Moranta. Moranta into the corner, back to Heald. Heald, leaner, gets it to go. Gets the roll around the rim. 4 points on the night for Connor Heald. Savion Stroud goes up strong with both hands, and he gets that one to go. Quick answer from Colby after the Eagle bucket.
Yeah, it's just the thing, Jake, is it's always, every time Husson can get a little momentum, get a little points, there's Colby, again with a quick answer. Nice play there by Heald.
Eagles got a quick response after that one. Tope Alau checking in along with Charlie Katsifikis. Katsifikis, not one of those guys that plays often, but when he does make the most out of it. You'll see him shoot from pretty much anywhere. Very good shooter off the bench for Coach Warren Caruso.
Yeah, and I think you need a little bit of that consistency right now. You need a steady hand to follow to kind of lead you out of this hole. Make it a better score line going into the half.
Eagles couldn't pull down the defensive rebound, but it does go out of bounds, so they still retain possession. Tope Alau running the offense with Jeremy Moranta taking a seat. Matondo drives to the right hand. Doesn't get that one to go over Jack Lawson. Lawson will bring it up quickly. As Rashard Doyle gets fouled on the play. Gets fouled by Katsifikis. 40-22. The Mules have the advantage over the Eagles. 5:33 to go. Doyle's first free throw of two goes through. Savello checking back in for Lawson. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Jake Willett. I'm joined alongside Philip Robarge here in the booth at Newman Gymnasium. Second free throw for Doyle. Hits back iron. And is pulled down. It goes out of bounds as Colby will regain possession after the free throws. As after a very quick discussion between the two referees, they decide to flip the call the other way. Again, we've mentioned it multiple times. Very good crowd on hand here at Newman Gymnasium. Just below us, not a lot of green seats on this half of the court underneath of us.
No, there's a lot of Colby fans spread around, making the trip all the way up from Waterville.
Allow didn't get that one to go, as we will get a jump ball, and it will go to Colby via the possession change. Matondo had his putback shot blocked away before the change. Stroud, hesitation, goes up, blocked away by Matondo. Eagles taking over possession. Allow almost lost the handle, and he gets that one to go, gets the friendly touch. 41-24. Fourth point of the night for Tope Allow. Savello kicks it to Polton. Polton has some room. Savello pulled that one down over Katsifikis, and Colby knocks down another shot.
Yeah, again, just not able to get the rebound on the Eagles on that one. They give up more points, second chance points.
Katsifikis from the corner. Off back iron, no good. As it will be Eagle ball. After a loose ball foul called on Sam Hinman.
Yeah, he's not happy about it, but everyone saw it. I'll leave it at that.
Eagles retaining possession. After the miss. Allow, calling for a screen, decides not to use it. Kicks it to Matondo. Matondo's three from the wing. Doesn't go. Pulled down by Polton. Another missed shot from the Eagles. As Scott Lewis looks to check back into the game. Eagles just can't seem to find one to hit the bottom of the net. Hinman doesn't get that one to go. A little too strong on his top of the key three. As we get a jump ball, and that will go to the Eagles. Scott Lewis checking back in for the Eagles. He checks in for Katsifikis. Lewis, 4 points on the night. Checks back in.
Yeah, Lewis checking back in. So we see Coach Caruso going with a little bit of a bigger lineup, trying to get more size to match the size of Colby right now, because again, not doing it for them on the boards.
Hankey gets the spin move and sends Gatyanis to another zip code. 26-43, Eagles are down. Gatyanis goes with the running floater, does not get that one to go. Savello goes up, and that one's sent away by Scott Lewis. Marcos Montel checking back in.
That's a great job by Lewis there. He didn't get the rebound, but he didn't give up on the play. Made a big defensive block there.
Polton with the ball, gets the screen from Savello. Kicks it to Gatyanis to Montel. Montel working on Gil Matondo. Right-hand dribble through the legs, goes to the left, as we get a whistle. And that one's going to head the other way.
Yeah, Savello just kind of reached over with his elbow and caught healed.
Savello gets called for the foul, as Colby will take a full timeout. So we will step aside here. 43-26, Colby leads over the Eagles here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. 2:51 to go here in half number one. Eagles down big, 43-26. Colby has the advantage. The real story of this first half has been the shooting for both teams. The Eagles can't really seem to find something to hit the bottom of the net, while Colby is really just hitting almost everything they're taking.
Yeah, that basket looks a lot bigger for Colby. Looks 3 sizes too big for Colby, whereas for Husson, it feels like there's a lid on the basket. I mean, they just can't get much going. They haven't been flowing offensively the same way that Colby has. And obviously it shows on the scoreline.
Scott Lewis knocked down a left-handed floater on the back end. Lawson all alone. Good defense there from Connor Heald.
Good job there by Heald and company to close out.
Allow finds Matondo. Eagles working around. Shifty work there from Connor Heald to split through 2 defenders. Allow to Matondo, and he gets that one to go. Couple quick baskets for the Eagles.
Yeah, good job there by Allow to fight through that hard double team. Seen that force a lot of turnovers for Husson.
We are under 2 minutes to go here in half number one. Polton was getting a little buried in the back corner. Montel now kicks it to Hinman. Hinman, Lawson sent back by Lewis. Bounce pass. Allow throws it up for Hankey, and that one doesn't go. A little miscommunication. Montel kicks it to Lawson, and he gets that one to go. Coach Caruso visibly upset on the Eagle bench.
Yeah, he can't be happy with what he's been seeing. He feels the calls are not quite going his way, and it's a coach's job. They want to get more calls to go their way, so sometimes you got to voice your frustration.
Jack Lawson to the line. He's at 7 points on the night. 1:14 to go. As he doesn't get the free throw to go, the crowd here at Newman getting a little bit more up and out. Lewis working in the post, spins, was looking for Hankey, and he just throws that one into the hands of a Colby player.
Yeah, just got a little lost there in his move. Threw it right to the Colby player.
Montel doesn't get a deep 3 to go. Connor Heald, north-south offense from the Eagles. Allow, stays in bounds. Heald thought about it. Kicks it to the corner for Hankey. Hankey, that one's a little long. Just about 30 ticks to go here in half number one.
It's all about solid defense now from the end of this, now to the end of this half. Don't want to give them anything else, especially not a three-pointer. That'd really kill them.
It's about 4.5 seconds differ the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock down to 5. And they can't get that one to go. Shot clock goes. Hankey collided hard into the back wall, trying to save that one.
Yeah, that pass just a little bit too in front of him, couldn't catch up with it.
1.8 to go here in half number one, as Colby has possession now. Savello checking in for Jack Lawson. Curious to see if Colby has a play drawn up here with 1.8 to go.
Yeah, really.
Full court heave. Pulled down by Scott Lewis. And that'll end half number one. Eagles down 45-30 here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. We will see you in about 12 or so minutes. Welcome back here to Newman Gymnasium here for the second half of basketball action. I'm Jake Willett, joined alongside Philip Robarge, and Eagles down 15 heading into half number 2. Philip, what are some things that you saw in this first half that you want to touch on?
Yeah, well, it's just how good Colby's been. I mean, they've beaten Husson in the rebound categories. I mean, 18 total rebounds to Husson's 15. That's a lot closer than certainly it looked at times, but I mean, you look at the turnovers, points from turnovers, second chance points, fast break points, and points from the bench. That's all Colby. And as it shows on that score line, I mean, it's just been, they've had it all their own way this half.
Colby starting with the ball here on the offensive end. Heald getting a little handsy on the ball. Lawson backing down Lewis. Doesn't get that one to go. The tip doesn't go. Montel's tip doesn't go. And then his second attempt at a tip does not go. Allow driving down with the right hand. Gets it to go. Eagles get the first basket of half number 2.
It's a tough finish there, and it was a good rebound by Maranta there to start off things. But, yeah, tough finish by Allow there. The defense all on him.
That one's knocked away by Heald. I mean, we saw it in the first half. The Eagles got the first bucket, and then the snowball kind of just got a lot bigger and bigger throughout the first half for Colby.
Yeah, Husson had the lead for 19 seconds.
Polton drills the wide open 3.
As was the case in the first half. Eagles get a little bit going, and Colby just responds right away, just making it really tough for the Eagles to bridge that gap.
Matondo, bounce pass to Maranta. Maranta driving in, spins, up and under, doesn't get to go. Allow doesn't pull down the rebound. After some collision, it will be going to Colby.
Yeah, just a little too much contact there from Allow, who's pursuing that rebound aggressively, and sometimes that happens. I believe that's his third foul.
First foul of the night for Tope Allow. Colby, quick 3 there from Polton off front iron. Allow slips through 2 defenders. Gives it to Matondo. He doesn't get that one to go, and we get a foul. As it will go on the baseline. That foul goes on Montel. A little discussion between the officials, and it will be switched to a shooting foul, so Connor Heald will head to the line for Husson's third and fourth attempts from the line. Scott Lewis was the only man to go to the free throw line for the Eagles in the first half and went 1 for 2. Heald's first free throw is good. Heald, second one up and off back iron. Another 1 for 2 trip from the Eagles.
Little things like that can really cost you. When it comes crunch time, I mean, sure, it's just 1 point, but you look at it from a chipping away at it perspective. You want to get every opportunity like that you want to take if you're trying to get back into this game.
Lawson gets the easy layup to go.
Yeah, just too easy there. No real presence inside that time. Force him to miss.
Maranta from the wing, bucket. Jeremy Maranta knocks down a 3. We don't see him shoot that too often.
No, but it was a smart shot that time. And what a beautiful shot it was.
Montel picks up the easy 2 on the reverse layup.
Yeah, he was big in that first half for the Mules, and there's that response again that we talked about.
Allows strong drive, doesn't go. Rebounded by Matondo. That was poked away by Montel, and he steps out of bounds. So Eagles will take over possession. 17-19 to go here in the game. Again, I'm Jake Willett. I'm joined alongside Philip Robarsh here high above the court here in Newman Gymnasium. Shout out Jack Edwards. Scott Lewis gets the easy layup to go. Lawson surveying the options. Stroud back to Kazmarek. His first shot of the night doesn't go. Pulled down by Heald. Maranta. He's got Lewis streaking, and he gets it to go. Another 2 points for Scott Lewis. Colby calls a full timeout in frustration.
Yeah, it's just that frustration there.
52-40 now. Full timeout taken by Colby. We will step aside here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back to Newman Gymnasium here after the timeout. Having a little technical difficulties trying to hit the buttons on our little mixer here in front of us.
Yeah, it's a tough job, Jake.
I know, tough job. We're all getting back into the swing of things. 52-40. Colby has the lead over the Eagles, but the Eagles have been powering back into this one.
Yeah, they're trying to mount a comeback, and it's certainly, let's see a foul there. No, it's certainly been a much better second half for them. They've got a lot more energy, and they just need to keep hold of that pressure and stop the bleeding. But it's been a positive second half. It's about the most I can say.
Maranta picks up his third foul of the night. Stroud kicks it to Polton. Back to Stroud. Back to Polton. To Montel. Into the post for Lawson. Cross court for Hinman. Polton with shot clock expiring. Doesn't get it to go. Shot clock violation.
Yeah, they were looking for the double team there. They're trying to work it around to the open man, but good job by Husson. We're not backing down and giving them a shot there, forcing that shot clock violation. Surprised they didn't use the mismatch there. Maranta had, but
Maranta finds Allow. Back to Maranta. Free throw jumper. Finds the bottom of the net.
Good shooting again by Maranta there. Able to get that one from 15 to go.
Lawson gets the put back to go. Seems like every time the Eagles get a basket, Colby immediately responds. And it's really right off the next possession is when Colby responds.
Yeah. Again, it's those second chance points. It's those unable to box out and get the rebound. It's costing the Eagles, and yeah, it does. You're right. Every time it seems like the Eagles get a basket, Colby will respond with one of their own.
Montel is called for the foul on Allow, so he will head to the line. As the first one goes for Tope Allow, Savello and Doyle back into the game. And the second free throw attempt here for Allow. Finds the bottom.
Nice job there, going 2 for 2.
Doyle working with Stroud. Savello trying to survey the options, gets it to Stroud, and he gets the right-handed layup to go.
Yeah, good vision there by the 6'10 freshman. able to get the assist there.
Allow and Matondo can't connect on the other end. Colby has the 12-point advantage, 15 minutes left here in the game. Polton driving with the right as he gets fouled on the way. As will be on Gil Matondo, picking up his first. His second foul, excuse me. Max Polton heads to the line. And they missed the first one. Colby went 3 of 6 from the line in the first half. Montel checking back in for Savion Stroud. Polton's second free throw falls.
Yeah, Stroud will get a break now. They'll bring the danger man back in. Got to watch out for Husson because he was crucial in that first half to making 3 after 3.
Eagles working the ball around. Matondo kicks to the corner for Connor Heald, and that one is a little long.
Yeah, again, just a little bit of a hesitation maybe. He didn't want to shoot it right away, but he felt like he had to, and that's maybe why he put it long.
Hinman knocks down the 3 in front of his own bench. Quick drive from Maranta, and he gets it to go through contact.
Tell you what, that was a great play. That's hard to do with all that contact inside, but again, Maranta just so good.
Polton tries to get one in response, doesn't get it to go. That was sent away by Scott Lewis. His third of the night. Maranta to allow. And he doesn't get that one to go. Montel. Doyle thought about it, gets it to Cervello. He loses it to Maranta. Maranta has Heald. Heald doesn't get that one to go. And Allow gets that one sent away by Doyle. Trying to go back up with the one hand. Ty Hankey checking in. Dylan Burpee checking in for the Eagles.
Yeah, a couple of great big defensive stands there from the Eagles, but just unable to capitalize on those fast break points. This time on the second chance point again. Good defense from Colby there.
Maranta, bounce pass into Lewis. Lewis thought about it, kicks it into the corner for Hankey. Hankey gets the guy to miss, and he drills the mid-ranger.
Yeah, great move there. Able to get the open shot. Going to be big for Husson now to just slow it down and find the open man and don't start forcing him.
Doyle gets the one in response. As Burpee doesn't get that one to go on the other end. And we have a whistle as it'll go on Tope Allow. His third. Hinman to Cervello, and he gets that one to go.
Yeah, job by Cervello there, using his size to his advantage. Able to get the layup.
Eagles trying to get a response. Lewis backs up to the corner, in front of the student section here. Kicks it to Maranta, 10 on the shot clock now. Maranta spins, goes up with the right-handed floater, doesn't get that one to go. Burpee pulls down the rebound. And Burpee gets fouled. Montel picks up his third of the night. This is the only North Atlantic Conference game on the schedule tonight. Eagles having that only game. And this is also one of 2 NESCAC games on the schedule, as Hamilton took down SUNY Potsdam earlier tonight in middle of nowhere, New York. Moranta's 3 doesn't go, rebounded by Hankey, and he gets fouled. That one will go on Hinman. Second foul. Ty Hankey heading to the line. Eagles already tripling up their trips to the free throw line from the first half. He gets that one to go.
Yeah, they've done a better job. And they're at the stripe, too, of making them, as we saw the first one go in there. Like I said, a lot more positive this half than that first half. And it shows.
Jason Van Beveren checking in for the Eagles. Transfer from Mitchell College. Sophomore out of Bristol, Connecticut. Shot from Doyle. Hits the bottom of the net. Cameron Rodriguez also checked in for Colby. Van Beveren is looking for Hankey. That one's stolen away. Doyle to Stroud. Foot on the line. Doesn't get that one to go. Cervello gets the rebound, and he puts that one home. And we got a whistle. Lawson. We got a full timeout taken by Coach Caruso. And we will step aside. Colby leads 69-50 with 11:03 to go here in half number 2 on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. (69-50). Colby has the advantage over Husson. Jake Willett, Philip Robarge on the call here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time out of your busy Tuesday night to join us for some Division III basketball. Ty Hankey in the corner. Bounce pass from Moranta doesn't go. That one's stolen away.
And good hands there by Doyle. His hand in the passing lane.
Rodriguez. That one goes off the backboard.
Saw Colby come out with a full court press.
As Jeremy Moranta is fouled on the drive.
Colby really, at timeout, I think the message was to force Husson into more turnovers.
Moranta knocks down the first free throw.
As we've seen already, the one steal, and again, the full court press that they're playing. They want to be sure of this one.
And that one's waved off. Rodriguez picking up his first foul. Ball underneath. Allow tried to go off the back of Jack Lawson.
Yeah, tried a little trick play there. It didn't work out, but always thinking on his feet.
Lawson, that one's sent away. Let me just hit rewind on that real quick. Foul called on Dylan Burpee.
Yeah, initially it did look like a clean block, but I mean, what can you do? It's hard to defend him in there.
10:18 to go here in half number 2. Lawson in and out on the first free throw. Second shot falls. (70-51). Eagles trail. That pass goes into the middle of 3 Colby defenders. Stroud, his layup doesn't go.
Yeah, not a great decision there. I mean, you do that, you're almost asking for it to be stolen. Like you said, 3 Colby defenders in there. Tried to just squeeze the pass in there, and he couldn't. Ending up more fast break points for Colby.
Allow gets that one stolen away. Hinman knocks down a 3. A silencer here in Newman Gymnasium.
Yeah, Hinman with his 3rd three-pointer of the half. Just another one of those. As we get another one. Just another one of those players for Colby. Danger man out there.
Polton and Heald checking back in. Again, as we mentioned off the top, at the top of the show, that Colby has not gone a game without being under 70 points. Sitting at 75 with over 9 minutes to go here. Heald, elbow jumper, falls. Connor Heald trying to get the Eagles back into this one.
Yeah, we knew Colby would be good offensively. We knew it would be about just that Husson defense, how they would cope, and we've seen here on this scoreline that it's been a tougher task than maybe Coach Caruso thought. But all credit to Colby. I mean, they've played well, they've shot well, shot the lights out really from deep. They've rebounded well, they've got their hands in the passing lanes, quite a few steals, a lot of forced turnovers. It's just been a good showing from this team.
Got a 5-second violation called there on Colby. So the Eagles take possession again. Burpee, bounce pass to Van Beveren. Out to Connor Heald. 7 on the shot clock. Heald drives with the left hand. He doesn't get that one to go. Moranta throws one up as the shot clock expires.
Yeah, great 3 there by Moranta. He hit one like that in the first half.
And we get a travel. The building is starting to get a little more up and at 'em. A 3 at the buzzer into a turnover. Eagles still down 19 with 8 minutes to go. Hankey to Moranta. Fader from the elbow, and he gets it to go. Jeremy Moranta starting to heat up. 21 points on the night.
Yeah, and maybe this is the start of something. I mean, this needle really hasn't moved for Husson all half.
Doyle's 3 doesn't go. Pulled down by Hankey. Heald working the offense. And a foul on Cameron Rodriguez. Savello. Stroud. And Sam Hinman all checking into the game. Three key pieces for Coach Strayhorn's team. Checking back in, Heald knocks down the first half of the 1-1.
Yeah, you said it, those key pieces checking back in. They've had a few trips now that have gone empty for them, and we know how deadly Hinman was from deep there. Coach really trying to just be sure of this win and get those guys in there that had the hot hand.
Heald converted on the second half of the 1-1, then picks up a foul. His first. The Eagles are in the bonus. Colby's one foul away from being in the bonus. Montel to Savello. The big man gets a shot off and doesn't get that one to go. Polton off the rebound, and he drills it. Max Polton hits another one. He's at 15 now. Maranta. Van Beveren from the top of the key. Flushed. Jason Van Beveren knocks that three to go.
That's a great answer there by Van Beveren, but again, that Husson defense unable to close out the three ball.
And another turnover from Colby.
If they have any chance of getting back into this game, they really got to be shutting down those second chance points.
15-point advantage for Colby. 6:45 to go here in half number 2. Eagles in the bonus like we mentioned. Henke has that one poked away by Stroud. Stroud all alone, and he gets the right-handed layup to go.
Yeah, good awareness there by Stroud. Good timing, too, to get that steal and convert on the fast break points.
Into the elbow. Back to the top for Heald. Heald to Maranta. Maranta gets fouled by Savello. His third. Maranta 1-1. Maranta knocks that one down. I think everybody forgot that it was a 1-1. Everybody was trying to start the new play. But we do have a second shot as Maranta hit the first one. And he hits the second one. 15-point lead for Colby. It's 80-65. Jake Willett, Philip Robarge on the call here, high above the court in the booth. Savello. Heald tried to get that one from the back door. Polton into the corner for Montel. Montel back to Polton from the top of the key over Scott Lewis. Doesn't get that one to go. Savello gets that one, pulls that one down with his height. And he gets that one to go.
Yeah, Maranta just no chance with the rebound there, not with that size advantage.
Heald kicks it to Burpee. Burpee back to Heald. Back to Burpee. To Maranta. Fader over Savello. Beautiful fadeaway jumper there from Jeremy Maranta. Montel, dribble handoff to Polton. Polton gets the screen from Savello. Trips. That one's stolen away by Heald. Heald to Maranta. Doesn't get that one to go. Burpee finishes through. 82-69 now.
Yeah,
105 to go.
Nice job there to convert on the Polton mistake.
Savello to Montel. Montel driving with the right. And we get a jump ball. And it'll go to the Eagles. Lawson checking in for Savello. 4:40 to go. 82-69, Eagles in the bonus. Eagles right now have 5 guys on the floor that can shoot. Hankey is going to show that off. Ty Hankey knocks down a 3. 10-point lead now.
Yeah, they're showing some life.
30-second timeout called by Colby. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, all of a sudden with 4:22 to go, Husson showing some life. Maybe it's not too little too late, you never know. Certainly this game isn't over. As you said, Husson have 5 guys on the court now who can shoot. And I think Coach will give them the green light to shoot. But I think the big thing is defensively, they just got to keep up the pressure on Colby and force him into more turnovers. We saw the Polton mistake and obviously the jump ball. Just got to keep forcing him into those mistakes if they want a chance back into this game.
4:22. It's turning out to be a nail biter here in Newman Gymnasium. Jake Willett, Philip Robarge. It's Stroud, Montel, Polton, Lawson, and Hinman all on the court for Colby. The same 5 from the timeout. Burpee, Maranta, Heald, Hankey, and Lewis. Stroud's 3 goes. 4 minutes to go. 13-point advantage now. Transition 3 from Hankey. He said, I see your 3, I'll give you another one. Stroud gets fouled on the way. Colby now in the bonus. Burpee picks up his second. 1-1 now. It'll be 1-1 the rest of the way. First free throw is good. Stroud converts on the first half. Stroud's second falls. 87-75. Heald to Hankey, back to Heald. Allow looking to check in. Hankey, Heald. Back to Hankey. Into Heald, back to Maranta. He gets one man to miss, and he hits the layup.
Great move there by Maranta. Getting the layup to go.
Back to a 10-point deficit for the Eagles. Bounce past the Lawson. He gets that one to go. Brings it back to 12. 3:10 to go. 16 points on the night for Jack Lawson. Hankey to Heald. Heald surveying the options. Gets it to Burpee. Back to Heald. Good awareness by Burpee. His 3 offside iron. Stroud. Eagles need a stop. Stroud handoff to Hinman. To Lawson. Lawson surveying. Handoff to Polton. Polton into Montel. Montel surveying the options again. Over the top for Lawson. And he gets the reverse to go. 14-point lead now for the Mules. 2:25 to go.
Yeah, great work there. Just getting points anywhere you can get them for the Mules. As you said, they're just trying to keep the padding that they have on this lead. And I'd like to see that Husson run a few more plays for Hankey. He's certainly hit a few threes and proven to have a hot hand this second half.
Maranta misses from the corner. Van Beveren looking to check back in along with Rodriguez for Colby. Polton. Step back 3, no good. Rebounded by Stroud. And his shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Maranta. 1.5 minutes to go. Maranta to Hankey. Hankey shot over Lawson. Doesn't go. Polton pulls down the rebound. Montel. Colby trying to dribble out the clock. Easy dunk there from Lawson. As we have a timeout for substitutions. Katsifikis, Allow, and Van Beveren back in. Rodriguez, Gallianis. Mitch Humphrey checking in for the first time. We got a whistle for Katsifikis to tie his shoe. Hamza Abdul Rahman checking in as the stands starting to leak to the exits. Hankey, Allow, Van Beveren, his jumper doesn't go, hits the top wire, and it'll be Colby ball. 1 minute and 1 second left here in the second half.
Yeah, you said it, the crowd's starting to empty now. That dunk by Lawson sort of sealed it, sending the fans home unhappy. But it's been a great showing for Colby thus far. I mean, just shot incredibly well from deep, and they've rebounded well. And again, they've just been there defensively and transitioning into good offense.
Van Beveren gets the foul. Is called for the foul.
This will be the 6th straight loss in this matchup for Husson.
Wyszynski at the line.
As you said, Jacob, they won't play this team again until next year, and that's how long Coach Caruso will have to wait before he can hopefully get a win against these guys. Again,
Allow.
It's been nothing but a great showing from Colby.
Van Beveren gets the layup to go. 94 to 79. 77, excuse me. Deep three from Humphrey, and he doesn't get that one to go.
And with Bowden coming up for Colby, I mean, this should be really a feel-good factor for them. They lost to them.
Gallianis knocks down the three.
Lost to them earlier in January, and that's going to be a big matchup for them coming up.
97-77, 15.5 ticks to go.
This win today will tie them with their record of wins from last year.
Allow gets the layup to go.
What's been a pretty incredible season for them thus far. So look to dribble this one out.
As Colby dribbles the clock out. Eagles fall 97-79 here at Newman Gymnasium. The Eagles will take on the University of Maine Farmington Beavers here on Saturday for Senior Day at 3 o'clock. And then they will take on the University of Maine Fort Kent Bengals in Fort Kent on the 31st at 7:30. Eagles fall to 12-7, still 7-1 in conference play, but that is a 2-game losing streak now for the Eagles. Colby improves to 11-6. They stay 2-1 in the conference. They will take on Bowdoin on Saturday at 3 o'clock, as you mentioned, Philip. And then on the 31st, they will host Amherst College at 7 o'clock in Waterville. Colby takes this one 97-79 from Jake Willett alongside Philip Robarge with our wonderful cameraman Ivan to our right. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might change your life. Goodbye.